Good novatos, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous here, coming at you from San Jose, California, the Bay Area, beautiful Cali. Let's get on with the topic of today's ride. Is Harley-Davidson in trouble after riding some Indians recently? I rode the whole lineup, every single one, everything that Indian has to offer, and I am impressed by the 116. That's the biggest surprise, I think, out of the whole event. That and the Chieftain. That was an amazing motorcycle. The Chieftain was absolutely beautiful. It handled like a dream. Man, I was just surprised throwing the leg over that thing. The seat was yeah, I got that bug now. I'm thinking about that bike. I think that's the whole reason for those demo events, just to kind of get you hooked. I've been looking at Indian motorcycles for the last few days, and I just can't stop dreaming about them. Holy crap, man, this sucks. But wow, you know what? That Chieftain, oh crap, with that 116, the Elite, the handlebars, the long floorboards, the whole feel of that bike, the sport mode.
I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got on me.
Wow, just a beautiful bike. The 116 was an absolute surprise on what you could get straight from the factory, straight from the manufacturer. And let me tell you guys, putting that bike in sport mode, holy crap, it felt like a stage 3. That's how it feels like. Just the torque, the responsiveness of the throttle, everything. Holy crap, man, that thing just wants to take off. And if you're not ready for it, it's gonna scare the crap out of you. It's gonna scare you. If you're not ready for that sport mode, I'm being serious. I am being 100% serious about that 116. I'm not even over exaggerating. I'm not lying or anything like that. I am being serious. That 116 is scary. If you're not ready for it, you guys are gonna be surprised, absolutely surprised. But even with all of that being said, the performance, the cheaper prices, the technology, everything that Indian is offering, I just don't think Harley-Davidson is scared. I also came to find out that the Indian options on the handlebars, I don't even think, based off of what I saw from their website, I don't even think they charge labor for those parts. I don't know, maybe there might be some kind of a hidden fee, but based off of what I saw on the website, there is no charge of labor to swapping out some of those parts or adding some of those parts. From what I noticed on the Rogue package, on the stage 1, stage 2, it seemed like that was all accounted for on the overall price of the bike. Is that even possible? I don't know. If you guys own an Indian, why don't you guys go ahead and share your experiences with ordering your bike on the website. Let me know if you guys are paying for that labor, because with Harley-Davidson, if you do a stage 3 or a stage 2 or whatever, you modify on the bike, you are going to pay up the yin-yang on labor. Handlebars alone, you're looking at about $2,000 with labor and parts alone. And from what I saw on the Indian website, handlebars, a taller set of handlebars for the Chief Dark Horse, I was looking at an extra $400. And that's it. Holy crap, what is going on? Why isn't Harley-Davidson?
Why treat the customer this way? Why? Because f them, that's why.
You know what? Like I said, I don't think Harley-Davidson is in trouble. I don't think they're worried about it as of right now. Maybe in a few more years, when people start seeing that the aftermarket support is there for Indian, maybe then, because as of right now, as of making this video, I don't think the aftermarket support is still there. I mean, there's some of it, but it's not the same as with the Harley-Davidsons. It's just not the same. So maybe that's what's holding them back a little bit. I mean, some of us, we just like to tinker and mess with stuff. Look at my build, look at my bike. I did this all by myself. I did it all myself. So that could be something that a consumer is probably looking for. But if the aftermarket support was there for both bikes, I'd probably reconsider. I'd probably consider an Indian, but you know what? You just can't beat the history and the feel of a Harley-Davidson. But you know what? Let's just set that stuff to the side. Based off the numbers of Victory, Indian, and Harley-Davidson, I just don't think Indian is anywhere near the sale units of Harley-Davidson. I believe one of the best years of Victory motorcycles, which is also made here in the United States, I believe they mentioned something about like 14,000 units sold back in like 2010 or something like that. So if that's their best number, you know what? I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe it was 20,000 units sold. Harley-Davidson still, I think around that time, or the peak of their performance of sales, the most that they've probably sold was probably somewhere around that same time frame. Or you know what? I think it was right before 2008, right before Wall Street robbed everybody, right before the robbed everybody and gave all that money to the to the hedge funds. Anyways, not to get into it. I think around that time, I think Harley-Davidson sold around 100 and something thousand units. So I don't think Harley-Davidson is too worried about Indian. I don't know if the sales are gonna keep on improving. I'm not too sure. There has been some decline in sales throughout the whole generations. A lot of people aren't riding bikes, and that could be financially or just different things. People are just too scared. But I just don't see Indian overtaking Harley-Davidson anytime soon. And you just can't beat owning a Harley-Davidson. I know the performance and everything else, but like I said, the aftermarket support is there. The overall look of the bikes, I'm still a fan of the way the Milwaukee 8 looks over the 116 Thunderstroke. I still prefer the look of this engine, and I still like the overall look of this bike. You know what? I'm not gonna get into the aesthetics of each bike, but this Lowrider S is a beautiful looking bike with the struts, with the full fender, the colors, the schemes, everything about the styling of this Lowrider. It's a beautiful bike. Honestly, if you ask any Harley-Davidson rider, or if you ask any of us, anybody, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably in the same boat. If you ask any of us, hey, are you willing to trade in your Harley for an Indian, or are you willing to probably reconsider purchasing a Harley-Davidson? I think most of us, maybe 9 out of 10, or maybe 8 out of 10, would probably say no. We would probably still buy the Harley-Davidson over the Indian. And I think most of us, if you ask us without test riding an Indian, we're gonna say 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, we're gonna say no, I'll still buy a Harley-Davidson. But after test riding the Indian, it just depends on the person, on the rider. I just don't see myself trading in my lowrider or changing my lowrider or even reconsidering buying my lowrider after what I've been through with the dealership and everything. Some of you guys already know what I had to go through to get this bike, and that was a whole lot of BS. So it's just gonna come down to I guess just a specific person, and those bikes are made here in the United States, and they're built pretty good. But you know what? At the end of the day, competition is good. Having competition is great. It pushes Harley-Davidson to do a little bit better, and Indian really gets to flex its muscle, really show what Harley-Davidson could potentially do. Harley-Davidson could really do or compete against Indian with what they're doing, but they're just making too much money. And on top of that, like I mentioned in the installation and on the labor, if they start doing some of these packages, they're gonna start cutting into the dealership's profits. And with the dealership asking for so much markup and doing some other stuff that I don't want to get into, if Harley-Davidson does what Indian is doing with some of the parts and being able to swap them out and exchange them, the dealerships are not going to be too happy. They're going to lose out on they're going to lose out on a lot of money. Like I said, I don't think Harley-Davidson is worried about it. They're going to keep on doing what they're doing, release these special little colors, and change the wheels from time to time, reintroduce some old classic wheels or some old classic components, kind of like that stupid seat on the Icon, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. And they're just going to keep on doing that, and we're just going to keep on buying their bikes. There's a lot of stuff Harley-Davidson can do, but they're just going to keep on doing their own thing and just offer different colors. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe, share your share your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of Indian and Harley-Davidson. Do you guys really think Harley-Davidson should be worried? You guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.